Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Spark Talks once again. This is your host, Vishnu, and I hope that you're all doing good. I hope that you're all safe and healthy back at wherever you are. All right, then. So this is another scintillating day for us because we're going to have a PlanetSpark teacher, an expert who's going to come here and share her journey with all of us as to how she became successful in the field that she has chosen for herself. But before I go live with her, I would like to request you all to kindly confirm in the chat box if my voice is audible to all of you and if my video is visible to all of you as well. I can see the comment section. Hi, Shishir, how are you? Thank you so much for the confirmation. All right, then. So as you guys can see on the screen, it's Spark Talks with Maria Qamar. We're going to have her soon. We're going to start with the icebreakers that we have planned for all of you. And I'm going to quickly jump on to the icebreakers. But before that, like always, my favorite icebreaker, how are you all feeling today? Write down your answers in the comment section and let us know how is your day going? How are you feeling today? I can see people are confirming that I am audible, visible. Thank you so much, everybody, for that. So yeah, how are you feeling today? That's the icebreaker. Let's just jump onto the comment section and see, what is the response of the people that have joined us, who have joined us perhaps. All right, so I'll tell you about myself. It's been a hectic day. There's been a power cut back at where I live. There's a little bit of internet issue because of the poor electricity that we have, but somehow we've managed everything and we are right here. So I hope that the day is going to go great and perhaps even better because we're going to interact with somebody who is going to inspire us all. Having said that, let me just quickly jump onto the chat box and see how people are feeling today. Diksha Sharma is saying that she's a bit stressed. Please go and listen to some nice music. I'm sure it's going to refresh you up as well. And it's okay to feel stressed, but please also take note that you are understanding where this is coming from and also take care of what you're doing to get rid of it as well. Hope that your day is going to get better ahead. We also have Huzaifa, he's saying, hungry to learn. Wow, that's great. I think that's a nice tagline as well, hungry to learn. Good one. All right, then. So let's jump on to the icebreakers that we've planned for you. And the icebreaker that we have is, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go? Write down your answers in the comment section and let us know which part of the world would you like to explore. If I have to answer that, I think I recently watched the Grand Budapest Hotel. So I want to go to Budapest. So that's one place that I want to visit. It has beautiful architecture and lovely city. I've just seen the video, so I hope that it's as beautiful as it is portrayed in the videos. I don't see any answers yet coming in from the crowd. All right, no problem. I think you guys take your time. Till then, let me jump on to the next question that we have for all of you. And the next question is this: if you were stranded on a deserted island, what three things would you want to take with you? If you were stranded on a desert island, what three things would you want to take with you? Write down your answers in the comment section. I think we're getting the answers for the previous question, which was which place would you like to go and visit? And the answers are Maldives. We've got the answer Amsterdam. That's great. So the question is now this: if you were stranded on a deserted island, what three things would you want to take with you? On a desert island, I guess. I think three things would be: one, lots of water; number two, lots of food; and number three, I think number three would be some weaponry so that I can protect myself or I can hunt to eat. You never know. All right. Let me jump on to the next question that we have in the meantime. And the next question is, if you could spend the day with one fictional character, who would it be? I think we're getting the answers to the previous question. Got clothes, tank of water, and sense to survive. That's a nice answer. That's a smart answer, I will say. Yeah. So the next question that we have for you is on the screen. If you could spend the day with one fictional character, who would it be? Akanksha Saxena is saying that she would take her favorite novels, water, and patience to the desert island. Good one. I hope you're going to read good books out there and pass your time well. So yeah, the question right now is if you could spend the day with one fictional character, who would it be? For me, the answer would be I would want to sit down with Joker. I really love the character, Joker. I think there's a lot of things that we can discuss upon. And I think I have a lot of questions. But Joker from the movie The Dark Knight, I think that Joker I connected, really well with. So Faizan Ali is saying Tokyo from Money Heist, I believe. Yeah, she's an interesting character, and I don't want to give any spoilers. Cool. Thank you so much, everybody, for the icebreakers. It's now time for me to jump on to welcome our guest. Our guest is here with us, and I would want her to introduce herself. So I will just quickly add her to the stream. Please welcome Maria, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, Maria. How are you? And
Hi,
please
I'm
tell
good.
us
How are
about
you?
the job. I'm good, thank you.
Yes. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, Maria, you're audible.
Yes.
I hope I'm audible as well.
Yes. Yes.
So I was saying, introduce yourself to the world who's watching you right now. We
Okay.
have a lot
All
of
right.
people who have joined us.
So I am a teacher at PlanetSpark, and I'm really very passionate about public speaking. The first thing, and I think this is something that I was, into right from the childhood. I just wanted to be out there and speak. And as a result of that, I did get a lot of opportunities to be able to practice this, and eventually I'm here teaching public speaking, which is really exciting for me. And I don't know how it happened, but I'm so glad that it did happen.
Thank you so much. And we're all excited to have you as well at Spark Talks. And I hope that,
Thank
we're
you.
going to have a wonderful conversation ahead with you. But before that, I would want to know from you, Maria, and that is, how did you get the inspiration to get into teaching? Like, walk us through your childhood, how it was, and what led you to become a teacher.
Okay, so there are two things that I really think that inspired me to become a teacher. The first one is learning. I absolutely love to learn, and teaching is something where I get to learn every single day. And then the other thing is that I get to inspire, and it is something that I really like. I like to inspire people, but when I'm teaching, I get to inspire kids. And when, like, usually earlier when I was in school, I was teaching a lot of kids, so I could actually see that they feel inspired. When I tell them some things, apart from the content, apart from what they are studying. So this is something that I really enjoyed, and it has, uh, made me more into teaching. Like I really enjoy it more than ever.
Right, right. And I think that was the answer to the question: what inspired you to become a teacher? Now it's time for me to know from you what brought you to Planet Spark. I think we've also started recently, and we've had some tremendous numbers coming in the past couple of years. But when
Yes.
did you start with Planet Spark, and how did it happen?
Uh, yeah, it happened in January. So I would say that it started because of the pandemic. Before pandemic, I had no idea about PlanetSpark or any other platform that was out there online. So when I first got to know about PlanetSpark and other platforms, I was really curious. I wanted to know. I wanted to learn how things work here, and how we can actually teach kids online. So this is something that I was really interested in getting to know all of this. So I applied to a lot of places, and thankfully I'm here, and I love being here, I must say.
Nice, nice. And how has your experience in India been, and as compared to the 2 years you spent in Jeddah? We've heard that you've been there as well. So how's your experience?
Okay, so it has not been 2 years. It has been more than a lot of years actually, because I
Okay.
was born and brought up in Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. So the thing is that I spent a lot more time in Jeddah than I did in India, and yes, there is a lot of difference between the two countries. There is a contrast in between the two countries. So if you talk about education system, that there is a difference. There's definitely a difference, as well as in other things as compared to people and a lot of things.
Right. And, as a teacher, there are so many things that you face online, especially. It's a very new sort of journey for kids as well to study, to take classes online. How do you tackle these challenges that come your way? And if in case you do, what would be your message to the new teachers as well who are going to take classes online?
Okay. So there are actually a lot of challenges that come across as a teacher that we have to face, and that is, that depends upon the child also. Different different children, have different problems, and then we face those problems. So one of the things that I have noticed that is, with majority of the kids is that uh, they lack in grammar, especially in kids between grade 3 to 6 somewhere, or sometimes seventh also. This age group is somewhere where they should be able to form proper sentences, but this is
Right.
where I feel that when it comes to writing down their thoughts, or when they write down stories, they make a lot of mistakes. So this is something that I feel that we should first work on for a few sessions, for we can just keep spend some time, like a few number of sessions, over correcting these basic things, then actually moving on to creative writing.
Right. 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 Great. And as a teacher, there are so many memories that you make with a lot of kids as well. If you can share one
Yes.
such memory with a kid, who is under your supervision, or who is taking classes from you, any memory that you feel like sharing with all of us out here.
Uh, yeah. So I have a student who is very brilliant, first of all, and there's something that he did something very different, and he was, while I was very new over here. He started he started showing me games that he plays online, and most
Right.
of his games are educational. So I was so happy to see that this child, he is in grade 2, and he is already playing word games. And if I ask him about other games, he says, no ma'am, I play only these games. So I
Wow.
see that how beautifully this child is spending his this age, which is grade like 6 and 7 years of age.
Right.
He's about 7 years. So he's spending his time in educational games, like story making, and word games, and so many other games that he shows me, like almost in every class. So this is something that I think I'm going to remember for a very long time.
Are you also going to play these games with the kid? Do you also?
I yes, it did inspire me to share these games with other kids because they are so good.
Wow, wow. Such a lovely kid. Please send our greetings to him or
Yes,
her.
definitely, definitely.
um, all right, then. So, it's now time for us to know about the proud moment, from your life's journey uh, as a teacher and as an individual as well. If you could share your proud moment wherein you felt like, wow, this is something big, and which you would want to share with all of us out here.
Okay, so there is one thing. A few years back, something happened. It was like really something surprising for me as well. And I was actually a part of ETV Urdu. So
Right,
I was on television, I was on air, and it was not a live program, it was a recorded one. But that was the first time that I did something like that. And that's when I actually discovered that I have those public speaking skills. And it was the first time, and I had no experience, or I had no, like, I didn't even learn anything about it. So, and I had my parents sitting in front of me, and I performed. So that was a really great thing, and everyone felt like, wow, this was so good. So I
right.
felt really proud of that moment.
And I think,
Yeah.
and also I would want to know from you, uh, do you also have public speakers or teachers in your family who have practiced this profession, or are you the first one to follow this career path?
I am definitely the first one. I have teachers in
Right.
my background. Like I have from my grandfather to my mom to my aunt. We have a lot of teachers over here. But
Right.
yes, public speaking is something that I'm doing. But I'm the first one who is doing
All
this.
right. All right. Perfect. Uh, Maria, it's now time for us to play a little game with you. It's called the Rapid Fire. It is not educational like the games that you play with your kids, but I hope you're going to enjoy these games as well.
Uh,
I'm
okay.
going to ask you the first question, and you have to respond quickly. I'd also like to request all the viewers who are watching us live right now to kindly drop the answers in the chat box as well. Let's play a quick rapid fire round with everybody. The first question is on the screen. What's a typical Saturday night like for you, Maria? What do you do on Saturdays?
I like to go out always.
Like,
Yes.
nice. The next question is: in which subject were you best at school?
I think English.
English. Yeah, I think
I enjoyed English.
a lot of people will have that answer because I can also like think of English and I can also think of chemistry. Really love chemistry also for some reasons.
Okay.
Uh, the next question is: what is your dream vacation?
Okay, my dream vacation would be to travel to Europe, maybe.
Europe.
That's what I think.
Which
Yes.
country in Europe?
A lot of countries actually. I want to see
Okay,
the whole of Europe.
nice, nice. Uh, and the next question is: what would the students be surprised to find out about you?
What would students be surprised to find out about me?
Yeah.
Okay, I think.
What's that secret that students don't know about you?
Okay, there are a lot of things, but I think I don't. I can't think of anything like that. But
Okay. Probably the number of languages that you know, or
maybe, yeah, maybe most of the students don't know that I can speak a little bit more languages than maybe I can speak somewhat Arabic, and yes, they don't know. They definitely
all
don't
right.
know.
I think Middle Eastern students will be surprised if you suddenly start speaking in Arabic or
Uh, yes, yes,
in
yes,
their language. Right. The
yes.
next question is: what is one of your hidden talents?
Hidden talents. I can speak well. I'm a good communicator.
Right. That's the hidden talent.
Yeah, maybe because I don't speak usually, but when I speak, this is something that I can do well. So,
Wonderful, fantastic. Thank you so much, Maria. That was fun playing with you. But before we, leave you, I also want to know from you, what is, your message for the lot of aspiring teachers that we have in our country and perhaps the world. What would you say to them to inspire them and to motivate them to be or to become a teacher?
well, the first thing is that if you're passionate about teaching, then only you should, choose this career, this teaching as a career, first of all, because, teaching requires a lot of effort and it requires a lot of learning. If you hate books, if you don't like to learn, then it's definitely not for you. So, like, yes, you have to, like, for all the teachers, first of all, yes, you have to be really hardworking, and of course anywhere, like in every profession, you have to be hardworking. But for teacher, it's like a selfless kind of thing. Like, you do it for others and you don't get anything in return. And the satisfaction that you get from, from teaching and from learning as well, that is, that's the best thing that you can ever have.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Maria. It was really amazing
Thank
knowing
you.
all the things from you. I think it's good to know that you have amazing stories to share as well. And I hope that you're going to have more and more kids who are going to learn from you in the coming
Thank
days.
you.
Wishing you all the best, and thank you so much for joining us at Spark Talks, ladies and gentlemen. This was Maria, and we would like to thank her, and we would also like to wish her a great day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Maria. But before we leave, for all the people who are willing to work at PlanetSpark or are looking forward to apply at PlanetSpark, you can drop in your applications, your resume at hiring@planetspark.in. We are hiring, and we would entertain your mails as well. Just make sure that you are clearly mentioning everything about you, which role you are looking for, so that it becomes easier for us also to communicate. With that, it was wonderful having the conversation with all of you out here. Thank you so much. May you all have a great day ahead. Bye bye. Take